Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now we will be talking about logistics operations integration. This is one of the important steps in integrated logistics. As we have learned before that logistical competency is very important for an organization so that they would have a competitive edge over the other organizations in terms of logistical activity that is going around in that supply chain. So logistics operations integration is required and it is of the operational nature. But when you say you need to integrate the logistics operation, you need to actually define logistics as a functional area. That is the main stress. As we have learned before, that logistics should have actually evolved with marketing. Marketing, it is in an organization, it is actually recognized as a function. So first of all, in an organization, if you need to integrate the drivers of logistics, you need to define logistics as a functional thing. It would be the function, an important function of an organization. And that important function should have and you measure the operational efficiency or operational performance of that function with the help of three main areas which we have defined. These are the physical distribution, manufacturing support, or we also call it the production logistics, and procurement. So that is, the procurement is, if you look at the structure of a supply chain, that would be starting from the supplier. So you procure from your suppliers, you manufacture it, and you need the manufacturing support for it, or the production logistics, and then afterward there is the scenario of physical distribution. So these are the important areas. Now recall, we had discussed about logistical competency. The logistical competency was about 6 drivers, which was the coordinated mechanism. So we need to find out the coordinated scenario. That would be between the network design, information, transportation, inventory, warehousing, material handling, and packaging. Now, let me start with the network design. How would the location actually affect? Let us take a case. The case is about the logistics or location redesign of Laura Ashley, one of the UK-based companies, famous for the apparels in women and children, as well as curtains and other accessories as well. They usually produce something which is of fast nature. That means with the passage of time, the product would be out of the market, or it would be having some catalog such that the product would have some life. So if it is like 8 weeks, after 8 weeks, that product would be replaced by the another one. Now, they had a very common issue which they were facing. The problem was that they were uncoordinated in terms of their location. Now, what they were doing, they had actually 5 major warehouses. One was located in UK, some location was in Germany, and etc. in the other parts of Europe. 8 principal carriers and 10 unconnected management systems. So overall, the design was there, but at the same time, it was uncoordinated. Why I would say it was uncoordinated? Because on the average, they had a history of like 16% of their product lines were out of stock. When you say out of stock, that means if you go to the outlet, their retail outlet, you will not find that product there, because in the warehouse, which was nearby, which was actually giving the supply, they didn't have the stock of those product lines. So what did they do? They recognized this problem and used some contemporary approach. Right? It's kind of a heuristic, the approach which they deemed fit, and it worked for them. It was a good enough solution. What did they do? They only left their UK-based warehouse intact. All other were closed. Now, apparently, you will say that they will have the increased transportation cost because I am using just one warehouse to actually supply the inventory to my overall area, where I have the demand. But at the same time, I can manage my inventory well. How can I manage my inventory well? Because I can respond to the customer and it will increase my efficiency. So there was a trade-off between the efficiency and increased cost. So what Laura Ashley actually, they found it that yes, there is an increased cost because of increased transportation, because transportation should be done from one warehouse, but at the same time, the efficiency which has increased, it actually offset that cost. So they found it to be a good enough solution for their organization. Thank you.